I used to believe millionaires were born into it until I found out that 79% of millionaires in the US are self-made. They didn't receive any inheritance at all. Then I looked at the numbers and realized it is not just possible, it is happening every day. In this video, I am sharing how many Americans actually have $1 million net worth and what that number really means. So stick around until the end because I'll show you the exact 10 practical steps to grow your own net worth and reach $1 million. Let's dive in. What does a $1 million net worth mean? Before diving into the numbers, let's take a moment to understand what net worth really means. It simply means the difference between what you own and what you owe. You can quickly find out your net worth by adding up all your assets, like the equity in your current home, your retirement accounts, and any other investments or businesses you own. You can also include the fair market value of your other assets, like cars and jewelry. Next, list all your liabilities, such as credit card debt, mortgage, student loans, and unpaid taxes. Your net worth is just the difference between those two numbers. And it is not about how much cash you have on hand. Just a quick note, the net worth figure isn't always positive. For those who enjoy a more lavish lifestyle, it might actually be negative, as their liabilities can sometimes outweigh their assets. Another point to clarify is that a net worth of $1 million doesn't mean having $1 million in cash sitting in a bank account. Additionally, net worth isn't directly tied to income or cash flow. For instance, many people earning over $300,000 a year may have a small or even negative net worth if they fall into lifestyle creep. On the other hand, many low-income individuals join the millionaire club because they live below their means and start investing early in life. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button and consider subscribing to this channel. How many Americans actually have $1 million net worth? According to the UBS Bank Global Wealth Report, there are about 24 million Americans with a net worth of $1 million or more. The global number of millionaires is nearly 60 million. This means that almost 40% of the world's millionaires call the US home. Additionally, the report highlights that approximately 1 in 10 Americans is a millionaire. By the way, this free report has useful info on global wealth distribution. You can find the download link in the video description. Breaking down data by age shows that the average millionaire in the US is about 61 years old, with 80% of them over 50. Another finding is that most millionaires don't have high salary jobs, and the top 5 careers for millionaires include engineer, accountant, teacher, manager, and attorney. Wealth is always quiet. Most millionaires tend to avoid lavish lifestyle for a couple of key reasons. The first reason is that wealth isn't about how much you spend, but about what you keep and invest. A typical millionaire knows that living a moderate life is an effective way to build wealth over time. The second reason is that most millionaires are cash poor but asset rich, since much of their wealth comes from home equity, which takes years or even decades to accumulate. So don't be fooled by Instagram photos into thinking millionaires live a lavish lifestyle, because true wealth is often quiet. You need years of consistent saving and investing to reach your first million. $1 million today isn't the same as it was before. 20 years ago, having a $1 million net worth could make you feel wealthy. Now, having $1 million simply makes you feel comfortable. That's because of inflation, which I see as a silent money killer. The International Monetary Fund defines inflation as how much more expensive a set of goods and services has become over a certain period, usually a year. For example, $100 today is equivalent to what $40 could buy in 1990. By the way, want more money tips? Join my free weekly newsletter, link below. 10 steps to achieve a $1 million net worth. Step 1. Know your starting point. When you start working with a personal trainer, they'll first measure your body fat to help you see your progress and stay motivated. The same goes for your net worth. But remember, you're the only one responsible for it. You can use a basic spreadsheet to figure out your current net worth, which is your total assets minus your total liabilities. Step 2 is to set a realistic goal, considering your age and income. For example, I want to reach $1 million by age 50. Step 3. Save at least 20 to 30% of your income. I know it is easier said than done. However, you can do anything if you believe that this goal is important enough to you. If you believe that financial freedom matters more than instant gratification, you will find ways to avoid overspending and increase your savings. Step 4. Avoid bad debt. The average credit card interest rate is currently 25%. This means you should focus on paying off high-interest credit cards first and prevent interest from eroding your wealth. Step 5. Take advantage of compounding by consistently saving and investing over the next 20 or 30 years. For example, if you start saving $1,000 this month and continue in the following months, I want you to think of it as more than just $1,000. Think of it like a friend who moves to another country and you wouldn't be able to see him in the next 30 years. After 30 years, your friend won't come alone. He will bring a gift worth about $2 million. Let's do the numbers. If you invest $1,000 a month in an index fund for the next 30 years, with an average 10% interest rate, you will end up with just under $2 million. Start today by automating your savings and treat your monthly investment like a bill you have to pay. Avoid stock picking and stick to investing in low-cost index funds because the boring investments are really what work in the long run. So if you know someone who has achieved a $1 million net worth, I'd love to hear from you. What was the number one thing that helped him reach that goal? Drop it in the comments, and while you are there, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Step 6. Increase your income. Ask for raises and change your job every 3 to 5 years. Additionally, you can start a side hustle or start your own business. Take advantage of each income increase as a perfect chance to increase your savings rate. Step 7. Learn to say no. As you earn more, you will need to say no more often to people and opportunities that don't serve you. Let me explain. As soon as you start earning more, your brain will trick you into buying more stuff or upgrading your car. So stay grounded, avoid lifestyle inflation, and don't try to keep up financially with friends and family. Step 8. Keep your net worth private. When you talk about your finances, some friends and family might try to take advantage of you by asking for support or money for their new businesses. It is totally fine to support your friends, but most of the time, they won't return your money, and they might even start to ask for more. So if you choose to do this, give them money as if it is a donation, and don't expect to get it back. Step 9. Surround yourself with the right people. Your financial success largely depends on the people you surround yourself with. So try to spend time with those who talk about money and business, rather than those who focus on the latest car models or frequently complain about their financial situation. Step 10. Avoid risky high-profit investments. As your net worth exceeds the $100,000 mark, you might consider maximizing your returns by investing in riskier stocks or funding a restaurant with a friend. However, most of these retail businesses fail, and you might regret not sticking to investing in an index fund. $1 million can still do a lot if you manage it well. There is a well-known rule in retirement called the 4% rule, which recommends that you can withdraw 4% of your nest egg each year without depleting the principal. This means that $1 million can generate $40,000 in passive income each year. Yes, $40,000 a year isn't a large amount, but it is still a good starting point to live comfortably, especially if you don't live in a big city. To sum up, a $1 million isn't the finish line. $1 million used to feel like retirement. Now it is just the baseline for financial independence. It is a starting point, and reaching $1 million in a net worth shows you have developed the essential traits to achieve bigger goals. That's why I truly believe that achieving your second million is much easier than reaching the first one. If you like this video, you'll enjoy this one right here, which is one of my most popular videos, why everything changes after $10,000. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.